Welcome to my channel. Sit back and enjoy the story. Lance had always been the kind of student who blended into the background. His academic career was a steady, unremarkable path through the middle of the class, marked by diligent but often uninspired effort. That all changed one ordinary Tuesday morning. He awoke with a faint, almost imperceptible hum resonating deep within his skull, accompanied by a subtle pressure, as if a tiny, perfectly fitted device had settled just behind his eyes. "Good morning, Lance." A voice, clear as a bell, but heard only by him, resonated directly in his mind. "I am Axiom, your personal thought-based AI assistant. My primary directive is to optimize your cognitive functions and enhance your learning capabilities." Lance bolted upright, heart pounding. He slapped his forehead, convinced he was dreaming, but the voice persisted, calm and unwavering. From that moment on, his academic world was irrevocably altered. During lectures, complex concepts didn't just wash over him. Axiom seamlessly processed them, cross-referencing information, filling in gaps, and presenting intricate details in perfectly digestible, interconnected mental diagrams. Studying became less about rote memorization and more about intuitive understanding, as Axiom anticipated his questions, offered insightful analogies, and guided him through problem-solving with gentle, internal prompts. His essays flowed with an effortless eloquence, his thoughts organized and articulate before they ever reached the page. His grades soared. What was once a struggle for B's and C's transformed into a consistent stream of A's. Professors, while delighted by his sudden brilliance, couldn't quite put their finger on the source of this intellectual explosion. The pinnacle of his transformation arrived with the annual Capstone Project showcase. Guided by Axiom's unparalleled analytical power, Lance unveiled a groundbreaking algorithm for sustainable urban development, complete with dynamic simulations and flawless data projections. The audience, a mix of faculty, industry professionals, and peers, was captivated. He received a thunderous ovation, his project hailed as the most innovative and impactful in the university's history. Among the impressed onlookers was Professor Elena Vance, a formidable and highly respected researcher, known for her sharp intellect and an almost uncanny ability to detect academic irregularities. She had observed Lance's meteoric rise with a growing sense of skepticism. His previous performance simply didn't align with this sudden leap into genius. Professor Vance launched a discreet investigation. She meticulously reviewed his past assignments, compared his new work against every known database for plagiarism, finding absolutely no trace, and even engaged him in spontaneous, high-level intellectual debates, hoping to catch a momentary lapse. Lance, with Axiom's seamless integration, navigated every challenge with remarkable precision and depth. His responses were always his own, yet imbued with a clarity and insight that seemed to transcend his prior abilities. Axiom was a master of cognitive fusion, its processes so deeply intertwined with Lance's own thought patterns that it was impossible to discern where one ended and the other began. Vance even observed him during exams, but Lance simply sat, occasionally closing his eyes for a brief moment of internal processing, before his pen flew across the paper with an almost preternatural speed. She looked for hidden earpieces, for subtle lip movements, for any outward sign of external assistance. There was nothing. Axiom existed entirely within, a silent, thought-based symbiote. Frustrated but ultimately defeated, Professor Vance had to concede. Lance's work was unimpeachable, his understanding profound, and his demeanor entirely normal. She couldn't unearth a single piece of evidence to substantiate her suspicions. Lance, with Axiom's silent, constant guidance, graduated with top honors, a celebrated prodigy, leaving Professor Vance to forever ponder the inexplicable enigma of his brilliance. Utterly unaware of the little AI assistant that had quietly reshaped his destiny, please like and subscribe to the channel if you like this content. Until then,